Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and I am bumping all over everything. So, I have rested, as you can see, by the restful eyes after the long day of two scenarios of Agemonia. I found out that later, after talking with Paul, that the third scenario is meant to be bigger and a beast, so it took longer, which makes sense. Hey Matt, what's going on? What's going on? So we went through the entire tutorial, and now the game is available to us. I think it didn't. The tutorial didn't walk us through the city events, which is what we're going to do today. And there was a lot of confusion by me. I'm sure people who've read the rule book and know it backwards and forwards didn't have that confusion about certain words and things that were put into the cards. Like for instance, it said gain a scenario card. And to me, it was like, okay, so I unlocked the scenario. That was true, but there's actually a scenario card that you get with the game, and that I think is what was throwing me. I was like, okay, well, I could check that off on a box saying that that scenario is available, but then that becomes more like Gloomhaven, and that's what I believe the developer wanted to avoid. But the card, it makes sense, right, when you see it. But I did find the card. The dev did reach. I reached out to the dev, and they let me know, hey, this is what the back of the card looks like. Go look for that. I found it, and so I have what I need to begin with today's. And I've put those off to the side, so that I can get those, so that I can pull those whenever something pops up for me to have those specific cards. I also got to level. It says that, hey, say that you got to level 1, and it showed that in the app, but I don't know what that meant, right? I was like, okay, so I'm already level 1. I'm not level 2, but it was more graduating from the tutorial. Hey, Stacy. But it was more graduating from the tutorial to level 1 proper. And with that came some things. There are story items that we're going to go through today for each of the characters. And I think that, and then we got our specific abilities, which we read through at the end of yesterday. So we're going to go through those ones as well, because there's decision engines that go through that, and there's a whole breakdown of how the city event works. It's not long, so don't feel like, oh, you're going to spend hours in the city. Nah, it's not that long, and decisions are pretty straightforward, but we get to decide what we're going to do. Um, yeah, I think that's where we left off with it. I'm sure I made tons of mistakes, but we had people in the chat making sure, helping me get it right, and so it'll be good. Anyway, I want to say thank you to my patrons, YouTube subscribers, and if you're neither, just coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. There's always room at the table, and we're going to continue on. We'll do the city event, and if you notice, I didn't put a name for this because I don't know what the scenario is going to be next, but I know that it follows right after the city event. So we'll do the city event, talk about the scenario that's coming up. That I think I know which one I want to do. I just kind of took a peek ahead so that I can understand what I was seeing, and we'll go from there. Fair? Everything sound good? Okay. Um let's get down to the table. Let's kick this thing, because y'all are here to see some Agemonia. Let's do it. Okay, so after we finished, we arrived at Rundale, and there was a whole thing that started playing. I was like, nope, 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 because I'm super sleepy, so and tired and brain dead, that we didn't do it. So I'm gonna see if the app lets us go back and redo the Rundale thing. So let's pop that open. And we're going to click on Rundale and see what it says.
The street corners are lush with budding flowers as Grick month begins in the city of Rundale. You arrive through the southern gates, facing a giant snake statue and hearing horrible screeching sounds from beyond the river. You immediately realize the noise is coming from Skyrender, the ages-old tower which Ayun bid you to seek. Other Ambergate refugees arrive soon after you, some of which have been to Rundale before. They tell you that House Gramask keeps very little order, and the city is ravaged by two crime gangs known as the Shroud and the Sable Crown. You should be wary of pickpockets and muggers. Some say this is the fault of House Penarch, rival to the Gramasks, who have willfully weakened Rundale's ruling family. The city is abuzz with priests, merchants, cosmographers, guards, criminals, entertainers, warlocks, and travelers. Most of the inhabitants are Netigri, but there are also plenty of Patangans and Corallians, mostly working menial jobs. The southern, secular bank of the river is where you will spend most of your time. You can buy food and herbs at the Round Market, weapons and armor at the Agura Anvil, and eat, drink, and lodge at the Ravenous Givrin. If you cross the river to the Exalted Bank, you can buy tools, bags, and fish at Angler's Pier, or visit the Temple of the Fifth Eye for healing. So begins Grick Month in Rundale.
All right. So if you have Legionnaire say nope in your party journal, you must visit the Ravenous as part of your city step. I do not. A lot of people died. Hopefully you will fare better than I did. Anyway, how this is set up is that, and I gotta pull the journal order card. There's actually a city step card that you have that walks you through exactly what you need to do. And it's two sides to it. So if you were in an arena event, you'd flip it to this side and do what's here, and then go to your journey step. If you're in a non-arena side or finished a non-arena scenario, which we did, then you would follow these steps, right? These steps say place your and what the game tells you to do is it's like, okay, we've been holding your hand, but open a rule book. That's what you're going to do for the rest of your life. So what you have here, I got to do a couple different things so I can explain everything. Before we get to this, let's do some explanations, and let me get my pen. So what we have to do is now we're dealing with stuff that's called, and I know this is blurry, so I apologize, but what we're doing is we're dealing with stuff called the stock and the archive. The stock is what's available to you. Hey Steve, what's going on? The stock is what's available to you as you reach cities. So in these cities, these are some of the available items that are to you. And what you're going to do is you're going to grab this lovely tray and then just cards. It says cards 1 to 73 go into the stock. And that's what these cards are. I can explain. Then if you take item cards 74 onwards, those go into the archive, which means they're not available to you presently. But if you find someone who sells that item, or then you add that item, you add those cards to the stock, because then they become available to you for potential for you to buy within the game. So that's the difference between the stock and the archive. The stock is stuff that's available to you. The archive is stuff that's not available to you. And the game will tell you to put things either in the stock or in the archive. Pretty simple. There is a city events and world events deck. So if you think about, there's a game that, I think Gloomhaven did that. So if you think about it, it's like Gloomhaven. When you get to the city, you do a city event. When you leave the city, if you have to travel to a location, you do a world event, right? So for the city events, they have these card backs that looks like the city, that looks like a city that's here. You're going to grab cards 1 to 22 and put those aside and keep those. And then you're going to grab the cards for the characters. And let me show you here. You're going to grab the cards for the characters that you are playing, because they have specific city events that fall in here, right? That helps advance them. So you put all those in here, and then you give this deck a shuffle. And you do the exact same thing for the world events. So when you go out into the world, you take cards 1 to 22, and then take the same numbers that are here for the world events card, which is specific to your character, and shuffle them into a world events deck, which will, shuffle all that good stuff. But we'll shuffle before we pull from the event. So that's what you do. Also, if you have mutated lands in your party journal, which we don't, I don't even know what that is. Something that comes up later in the story, you can cross it out and shuffle a card into your world events deck, so something bad might be happening. In the city of Rundale, these are the factions that you can gain favor with, or was it a bad reputation? So you can gain a good reputation or a bad reputation. I don't know what the opposite of favor is right now. It's jumped out of my head. So these are there are five of them. There are 15, 10 commandments. There are 5 of them, and each one is opposing the other. House Gramask rules the city right now, and their opposition is House Penarch. So right here, there is some flavor text that's in here. We're going to check and see if the app has this read out somewhere. But there's flavor text in here about the different houses. So if you gain favor with one, you lose, the other one doesn't like it. And those are broken down into the 5 different ones. There's nobility, politics, philosophy, crime, and faith. So you get to choose. So whichever one you side with, the other one isn't going to be too thrilled with you. So you get to play the odds a little bit. And some things that you do get locked out. So what we have, pop back to this. What we have is this lovely hard-covered board that shows the map of the world, right? But if you flip it over, that's almost the 3rd time I knocked this down, you get the favor chart and the city map. So on the favor side, as you gain favor, you start building it up, and when you get to a certain point, it locks off the other side, so you can't advance anymore. So don't think that you can play both sides, right? You're like, oh, they love me and they love me. No, somebody's gonna love you, somebody's gonna hate you. It's just how it works. But they unlock story events as you start building favor with them to see which path you want to go. So you get to determine how you're going to do it. There are stickers. There are stickers for people who said apps are stupid, they don't like it, bah humbug, grumble, grumble, grumble. There are stickers that you can put on here that will that you can fill these in with, that come with the game. So non-app people rejoice. On this side of it, this is the city of Rundale. And there are events that are happening, like game missions, right? That you usually see. There are missions in Rundale, and then there are story points that are in Rundale as well that you can go through. So you get a sense of what the map looks like. And this is a hard cardboard piece, which I think is pretty cool. What I would have liked, and this is just me being me, and not knowing anything about development costs. So dev team, if y'all hear this, don't take it with a grain of salt with me not knowing anything about dev costs for a board game. What I would have liked is that if this was a dual layer board, I mean, it feels like it is, but it was sunk in a little bit so that I can just, instead of putting stickers, I would have a marker that I can move. That's all. Other than that, I think this is pretty cool. But you see them broken down through the side on what's there. Let's see. So that's what these are. Let me go to the app and see if they have something on there for it. Oh, cool. And then you could just, can I pinch to, nope, no shrinking. There's no shrinkage. So this is what's available to me right now for me to do stuff. So it looks like there's a mission 6. Okay, to talk about that, mission 6. Remember, it said gain scenario 6. That's this card. So on this card, and I'll hold this up for you all to see. 2-layer boards. Are you mad? Hey David, what's going on? So this is it. So unlocks it. Level 1 unlocks it. The Vault of the Ancients, and then it says you have the key to Sky Render Tower in Rundale, where you must light a beacon to ward off demons. So this is a mission that's available to me. This is the tower. That's the Vault of the Ancients, and we get to determine what we want to do. We can head to the tower, read a story event, or play the scenario, which is a scenario event that you can go through. So when they said gain the scenario 6 card, this is what they meant. There is a scenario 6 card. So I grabbed this one, and I have all the other scenario cards here. I'm not going to show you, but they all have this green backing, and this is all the different scenarios that you can play potentially. So I put this in the stock. I put this in the stock. Thank you, Jocko. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. If I keep all the factions neutral, do I unlock a secret ending where we get to see the factions stab each other in the back and dance on their corpses? I love it. I love it. You can't actually choose between those 1 and 2. You must do them in the order it says in the scenario card. Which is what? Oh, gotcha. That's what I meant, Ollie. I think my brain's still kind of a little fried. But you would do head to the tower and then play the scenario. If you choose to do number 6. Yes. Brain. Bad brain. Okay, so that is that for the setup of the city. Then you flip over, and this part here is what you just heard being read. Okay, what do you do when you enter a city? Well, I did read this book. I did some light reading because it said, hey, we're done holding your hand, read the darn rule book. And we'll go to this. And I'll click here so I can scroll. Okay, so it kind of goes campaign rules, a lot of things that you've gone over in terms of card deck shuffling, failing forward, the app it talks about, so a lot of this stuff you've been through. And I talked to you about the stock and the archive, so you understand that now. And how to store your campaign, you've been doing that for a very long time. It talks about how to store your characters, now that your characters can fit in their specific hero traits that you can use. We talked about factions and all that good stuff. You've been keeping stuff in your journal if you've done a lot better. Well, if you've done marginally better than me, you probably have a lot of stuff in your journal and adding up tally marks that are on there. We talked about the faction track on gaming reputation, and then additionally, you get locked out of stuff. And then now we introduce the storybook. So in the storybook, which is the third book that is here, that's been sitting off to the side, the storybook has things that happen to you as you play the game. So now we'll be reading some stuff from the storybook, reading some stuff from the main, having the main campaign book, and there's another book somewhere around here that we'll be going through as well. Let's go back here. So the storybook is now a factor. We talked about city and world events, so we did that, and we can't. There are ways for us to gain allies in this game. They talk about stamina, health, how to do stuff, achievement gems, and what they can be used for. You've seen us do that. But now we've added this thing of inspiration gems, right? So I'll read this with you. Let me read it from here while you're looking. So it says, when your hero reaches level 4, so not anytime soon, each time they successfully complete a non-arena level 4 or level 5 scenario, as well as at various other times during the game, your hero may gain an inspiration gem. Each hero may have up to 5 inspiration gems at a time. If your hero would gain a 6th inspiration gem, gain an achievement gem instead. An inspiration gem may be discarded to roll 2 more red red dice on any attack or active ability check, or 2 more reaction dice, blue dice on any reactive ability check. You must decide to discard the inspiration gem before making any dice rolls. You may only discard 1 inspiration gem before each such roll, so just kind of like with the achievement gems. In addition, at level 4, your hero gains actions that cost an inspiration gem to perform. So you may not perform the action if you do not have an inspiration gem. You may still perform the rethink action instead, which ought to be interesting. And then we talk about ability checks. You've been through all that other good stuff. Reactive abilities, we've been through all that. Item cards. And then we've got money cost breakdown. So whenever you see the star symbol, that means money, right? We figured that out already. And then we're dealing with the campaign steps. So rules for the city. So this talks about when playing the Agemonia campaign, repeat the following 3 campaign steps. City step, journey step, scenario step. So we'll do the city step, the journey step if we leave the city, and the scenario step, which is where we're going, basically. So we've talked about stamina loss, damage, and conditions, because I've got a lot of conditions. Using discard items, use them, then put them back into the stock. Group ability checks, we did a lot of that last time. So then we get to the city step, right? And this is the part where it really wanted you to get down to. So in the city step, you'll place your hero tray in front of you, place the hero board from your hero, basically do your usual setup, right? Any of the injury conditions that you have, you still got them. You still got them. Don't think you got rid of them. And then at the start of the city step, let's go ahead and hide this. We're gonna flip this open. And where you're gonna start, you're gonna take one of these tokens and put them here. So basically, you're sleeping in the street unless you could find a place to sleep. And it says, at the start of each city step, if your hero have gained enough experience points, they gain a level. We're level 1. If since your last city step, your heroes have gained enough reputation with a faction to gain a new rank, then we read the storybook item. Heroes may visit locations, use services, and sell items. The top card of the city deck is revealed and resolved, and then once the city event card has happened, that's where it goes. And then the city step after an arena scenario, we don't do that. So whenever we get to a city event, we get city actions. And each hero starts off with, each hero, I had to make sure I read that twice. Each hero gets 2 city actions that they can do. Well, before, let's read this through. So, place your action selection marker in the disturbed sleep location, right? So we're sleeping in the street. We need to find a place to stay. If we end the city event and we don't find a place to stay, we lose 2 stamina at the beginning of our scenario. So we're just kind of a little bit more exhausted. Before the city event happens, so there's an order of operations. There's before the city event, and then after the city event. So before the city event happened, we can use services, sell items, and basically all that can be done in the section. So I'm gonna fold this up and move this away, and then we're going to see what those things look like. The stuff is pretty straightforward. It's just more, you just have to, this first outing, we just need to get used to things, and then after that, it'll go a lot faster. So, when we get here, it says available locations. At level 1, you may visit 5 locations detailed in the section A, B, C, D, and E. If you have Legionary saved, one of them has to go someplace, but we don't, so it's not our problem. Lovely little subtext for you to read at your leisure, even though it's kind of washed out a little bit, so I apologize. But A, B, C, D, and E. So A, B, C, D, and E. And basically what comes of this is you go to those areas, there is some flavor text or things that happen when you get there, and then you get to take part in the services that they offer. And each one offers different services. Going to these locations, we can just check out what's available there, but we can't perform any of the city activities until after the city event is played. So you're just kind of getting a sense of what's there. We can also... we're just visiting locations, and we're doing... Whoa, that was weird. Something just flashed on my screen, so hopefully y'all can still see me. If you can't, let me know. That's scary. Yeah, that was really scary. Okay, so... man, I lost my train of thought because that jumped. Can y'all still hear me? Am I still there? Okay, I'm good. All right, thank you, Yogi. All right, so there are things that you can do in this city that don't cost city events. City activities. This right here, that symbol that you see right there, that is a city activity. So we can't do it until after the city event. However, we can sell items. We can visit the shops. We can see what's. So it says that you can. You can use services and sell items and see the section that's available. So we've got the Ravenous Cuverin, Angler's Pier, the Round Market, the Agrurum Anvil, and the Temple of the Fifth Eye. So the service that's here will say discard one injury card from your hero for either for $3. We can do that, right? So I want to get rid of a couple of the ones that I have. So I definitely will be using one of my city activities here. But then there's other city activities that go on, such as we could work up, Tommy, who used to work on the docks. I mean, since the union's been on strike, he's been down in his luck. It's true. So true. So we can work on the docks. We can fish in the river. So those are city activities that we could potentially do. We could rent a room, which is not a city activity. It costs $2, and then we get to say, okay, we're not going to be exhausted for a while, right? There's a scenario that is here, right? That is the Twilight Watch. And I think we might be doing that one. But there's also a scenario here that's the Cave of Happiness. So there's scenarios within the city that we can do as well that we can unlock when we check these things out. So I am going to sell some items. And what's really cool about this game is that the items that you get are the shape of the money that you get. So, and it says in the book, just kind of the shape tells you how things break down. So triangular items you could sell for 3 money. Small circular items, 1 money. A pentagon items, 5. So they're shaped in the amount of money that you can get for them for, ease of seeing what's going on, right? So I got this little trinket from when I saved the lady that I am gonna sell. And for me, so, people who know me know I like bling. So when I sell this, and I'll put this over here, instead of gaining 3 stars, I'm gonna gain three of these, and that's going to party funds. So I'm selling that. These 2, I don't mind selling these 2. So these are small circular and they're 1 each. So I'll sell those, and this turns into a 5 spot. So that I'm at 5. I'm at $5. What else can I sell? I initially thought, okay, well I'm just gonna sell the shovel and the torch and the hook and rope, but then I thought about it and I was like, no, because this game has been like, oh, if you have a shovel or this and that. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna hang on to those. But there are other things I can sell. They gave me a Cube of Annihilation for a reason, and I'm scared to get rid of it. So I've got to find other things that I can sell. Let's see. The Ceremonial Spear, no. I'm actually going to give the Ceremonial Spear to Drenosh. He is going to put this in his inventory. And we'll put that with it. And you are going to re-equip back your hand axe and torch. Shovel will stay where the shovel is. And I don't know if I have anything to sell. I need more money because I need to be able to get rid of 2 of these injuries. This has to go, and that has to go. The other one I don't care about so much just yet. So we can see what we can do. It costs 3 money to discard an injury from a hero. A little bit expensive. So if I can get rid of 1, but I need 2 more to get rid of the other. And I can gain money with city events, actually, so I should be okay to just hang on to my 5 spot and see what else happens. It's a weird noise. So let's see. So there are city locations to look at that we could visit. If we go here, I didn't save Legionary. Birdie didn't make it. I could spend $2 to sleep here, so let's hold off on... do we want to spend $2 right now? Sure, I'm going to do that. Let's spend $2. Place your action selection marker on the ravenous Gurren on the city map. You do not gain the disturbed sleep penalty at the start of the next scenario. So I'll use that service. Spend that. Go down to 3. Go down to $3. So we're not going to take any problems. The first time you visit this location, there's a story event to read. So let's deal with the Ravenous Gurren. So let's do that. A. Let's find, there's A. Okay.
Four-storied wooden building holds the largest inn in Rundale. The place is named after Gwyverns, rare, void-breathing behemoths which still live in remote mountaintops. Traveling merchants, adventurers, and other visitors frequent the place, known for its tolerance of pets and even foreigners, a trait in short supply in Rundale. A stable for togrels and other animals is available for an extra charge. The common room offers live music every day.
Okay, place your action selection marker on the Ravenous Gurren on the city map. You do not gain the disturbed sleep condition. Okay. So then, so it says scenario, the first time you visit this location. Oh, so we've unlocked a scenario, is that what it's telling us? Have we unlocked a scenario? Why does this app keep okay. The app keeps crashing. I don't know why. In the common room, you see a group of night-eye commoners arguing in hushed tones to the rest leave, leaving just one frustrated man with a moon-silver earring. The innkeeper whispers that the man consorts with strange sorts, and it has been heard talking of forbidden gods. Okay, I don't want to do the scenario, but it says the first time I visit the scenario? I don't freaking know. We got to give it a shot, Matt. We got to give it a shot. I mean, we're halfway there. And Canje's been demonetized. So let's see. So that is something that we can do. I think that means that scenario is now open, maybe? I don't know. They'll let us know. That's a city action. We can visit. There's some stuff to get. There's some stuff that we can do as a service. So let's just deal with services right now because that's what we can do. We can buy a small backpack, medium backpack, or large backpack, and that basically increases our inventory size. That's all it does, is increases it by that much. Or we could buy some new tools. See, there's a torch, a shovel, which we already have, a hook and rope, which we already have, a hand axe, which we already have, but then there's also a pickaxe and a crowbar. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because I think... yeah, we can, after the city event, we can still buy and do services and whatnot. So we can still do that. Here we can, at the round market, we can do we can buy black caps or star lotuses. Here, the service is weaponsmithing, so there's a dagger, bow, and sword, or a wooden shield, a helmet, and leather armor. Very expensive materials. And then the thing I really care about is spend 3 money to discard an injury from a hero. Or you can spend 2 money to heal 2 and gain 2 stamina back and heal 1 injury. So that's what's available. All right. Since we're starting off, let's go ahead and do our city. So let's move into the city event phase so we could deal with what's coming up and see what's going on. See what we can do. So now we're going to reveal a city event card and deal with what happens in the city as we walk in. So this should be nothing new to you if you've played Gloomhaven. If you haven't played Gloomhaven, you saved a lot of money. Go buy Agemonia. All right. Let's shuffle this up. Okay, and then we pull the top one, and this is what we're dealing with. Actually, I'm going to have to do the side cam because this is going to take a lot. So pardon me while I get the side cam up. Boop. Boop. Alright, so a bunch of Granok soldiers stormed the ravenous Gurin, trying to arrest a woman who you believe to be involved with the Shroud. Okay? On this day, in the name of the Republic, I ain't done nothing, you star-shunned scorchers! She shouts back at them and pulls out her dagger while her companion starts throwing mugs and chairs. A fight breaks out. What do you do? What is your name? Alright, so let me first fix this nonsense because this is going to be a thing all stream if I don't. We'll do that, and then we'll do that. Alright, problem solved. Okay, so what do? Do we help the guards capture the assassin? Do we help the assassin out? Or do we cut as many purses as you can in the chaos? What do you want to do? Of a coconut laden swallow. So what do? Do you want to help the guards capture the assassin? Help the assassin out? I feel like this is one of those ones that's a faction-specific problem. I feel like that's what this is. Or do we cut as many purses as you can in the chaos? I do feel like stealing. I mean, I need money. But it's either we're going to help out the Assassin Guild or the City Guild. Hey, Keith, what's going on? What do y'all think? This might be a cause for a poll, but I think the polls only let me do 2 on there. Let's see. We need money to buy stuff. I might go to jail, and this will be a problem if I get caught. Oh, it's going to be a dex check. It has to be a dex check. And right now, I am winded. But I do have stuff that might be able to help. And it'll be like a dex 13 check, probably. Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna let fate decide. Alright. Get the money and run, Stacy says. I'm gonna let fate decide. I'm gonna roll this die. On a 1 success, I will do A. On a double success, I'll do B. And anything else, I'll do C. I'm probably gonna end up doing C anyway. But, you know, fate. What do you say? Fate said to help the guards, but I'm not gonna listen to fate. We're going to C. This is what happens when you ignore fate, right? 687. In book 3, which is the storybook. 687. Not gonna lie to you, I detest this. Put it in an app, which it probably is. 687. Cool. Cut their purses. A large Boreot woman rams a drunken cosmographer with her antlers, while the innkeeper quickly takes down the mirror behind the bar. At the same time, a Kothian witch disappears into the shadows and then reappears on top of an indignant knight. The guards try to make their way through the brawl to reach the assassin. You sneakily open a cage and let a hungry Vesper loose in the tavern. This adds to the chaos and gives you the perfect chance to steal everyone's belonging. Each hero roll 2 action dice and gain an amount of money equal to the number of successes rolled. For each thing, the symbol that you need to get, you get +2 to that success. And if you have pickpocket, you automatically get +2. If you do not have the pickpocket talent and would gain 6 or more, money, you are spotted and gain 0 instead. If you have some weird symbol that I don't have, with either the sable crown or the shroud, you may choose to not roll a reroll at any time. Oh boy. Hey, Jay Newman, how's it going? So I can't. So basically, I need to not get 6 money. That's what this is. I need to not get 6 money. So we're going to roll these. We roll 2 dice, and it says each hero. So Vena's up first. Here we go. Vena gains 3 money. Okay. Because it says, if you do not have pickpocket and would gain 6 or more. Yeah, they said each hero, so each hero I'm believing. So Drenosh is next. 2 money. And Lunara. 2 money. Hooah! Picking pockets. There we go. All right. That is all that occurs from that fun. Yeah, we don't have anything with any of them. And that ends this city event. Cool. So we'll throw that over there. And we just kind of whistle and walk out into the street, feeling pretty good about ourselves today. When low rolling has been in my favor. I love it. I love it. Okay. So let's see. So that was the city event. And then after the city event, it says you can spend city activity points. The section of your hero card from your level also shows city activities you may perform. So, interesting. There's also something else that happened while we were there. Because we're level 1, we get to read the stories in our books that are level 1. Zoom. We're going to come down here. So we're always going to start with Venia. And basically what you do is you grab the book and you open it up and it says level 1. And then you read and there is a decision step that needs to be made. And it gives you a city activity that we can do. So, gather around, children. The moons are shining as you perch on a tree in Victory Park. Holding the Earth Skull in your hands, it belongs to the mother of your mother's mother. What? But you just call her grandmother. She speaks to you silently, but you hear the words. It is a difficult mission you have undertaken, grandchild, but I will help you to save Heartwood. We must enter the vortex, but before we can do that, we must be stronger. Yes, grandmother. She tells you of 4 kinds of magic and how a power opposite to hers can be found in the Temple of the Fifth Eye. That is what you need to grow. That is what you need to grow stronger. You stand before the temple of the cult of the fifth eye in Rundale. An unpleasant force emanates from the building, a magic unlike any you have experienced in Heartwood. I don't want to go in, you tell the Urskull. I know, child. It is an unpleasant place, but you must go there and you must go without me. The eldritch powers of the cult would be too much for me. You draw a deep breath. Yes, grandmother. The next day, you leave the Urskull in a safe place and approach the temple. Everything about it tells you not to go in, but you promise grandmother. You harden yourself and walk towards the door. As you reach for the handle, the door opens and someone walks out, carrying a huge pile of scrolls. They run into you and the scrolls fall to the ground. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, he says. You see a sorry. It threw me when this came up. So it says, you see a white man in yellow robes and wearing a hat with eyes, clearly a priest of this religion, but he is Quothian. You have never seen a white Quothian before. It's kind of messed up. But what is more, you have never seen, and I'll just cover that up, a Quothian man outside of their pens in Heartwood. Yet here he is, on his knees, collecting scrolls. What a strange place this is indeed. You help him with the scrolls. Thank you. May the ancients protect you, he says as you gather all the scrolls. Are you coming to temple? Oh, sorry about that, you say, ignoring his question. How do you speak to a free male Quothian? Are you from Heartwood? My people were obviously, he says. I'm a third-generation Benamite. My name is Rico. Would you like me to show you the temple sometime? We can accept his invitation, silence the insolent male, or help him carry the scrolls around. He threw me. This is one of those moments where it's like, will I continue to be a jerk? Because their backstory is interesting. The men are slaves and the women rule everything. No one should be a slave. But I don't mind the women rule and stuff. I'm just saying no one should be a slave. Accept the invitation saying we're kind of turning a different cheek, or help him carry the scrolls instead. I think I'm going to help him carry the scrolls and see what happens. So I'll help him carry the scrolls. So in this book, we flip and we'll read number 19. You help Rico carry his scrolls to Raubao's reliquary and chat with him on the way. He has outdated ideas of what it is like in the Heartwood, and you tell him news of home. In return, he explains to you how Quothians live in Benham. There seems to be something about him, something special. You agree to meet Rico at the temple later. He promises to pray for you. I think that's a blessing. I think that's what that is. I'll have to look that up. So I gained that. Let me... It's just one of these. They're not all bad. They're not all bad. And, what's that symbol? Sorry. Anyway, I'll grab it in a second. I'll grab that blessing in a second. So then, I also get to unlock a city activity for myself. Once per city step, I could perform a Urskull ritual, or once only, I can investigate the Cult of the Fifth Eye if I want to. So I get to choose. This is also, you see those symbols? Those are city activities that I can do for her. So we'll put it there, and I gain a weird, funky little symbol, and I gotta see that symbol again. Oh my god, I can't see. It's blue and it looks like a cross. So let's see if we could find that. I need to put these in like a tray. Having them in that thing is not helpful. Nope, none of those. Put those over here. My old man eyes can't see those things. It says it looked like a cross, but I don't have that. I don't know. Hey, Gunner, what's going on? I don't know. I'll find it and look up what it means in a minute. But I gained that, and then I gained that city event. We'll then go to Drenosh. Level 1. In Victory Park, you light the brazier with your fiery blade and then throw salt of strontium into the fire. The flames turn crimson. You look at the beautiful fire for a while, thinking of home, but nothing else happens. As you are about to leave, you are approached by a 4-armed boy with a lizard face. Hello, boss. You want to meet Dockery? You tell him you do. So, the thing is, she don't meet with just anybody. Which house you working for? None of them. Well, why don't you prove it, yeah? Bring me the helmet with a crest of, say, House Gramash. You'll find me here. The name's sang like a bird? Get it. Only I'd never do that. With that, the boy disappears into the shadows. Sun's fire. How are you going to steal a knight's helm? Well, we got some choices. Spend 2 money to try to bribe a squire of one of the Gramash knights. Set a building next to the Gramash Armory on fire. Sneak into the Gramash Armory and try to steal one. I like flames. I think that speaks well to me. So I'm going to set a building next to the Gramash Armory on fire. And we're going to go to 9 in the book. Flames are good. Flames are good. Flames are good. You stake out the stables next to the armory inside Gramash Castle and find it has wooden walls and contains hay used for fodder. You ignite the hay. Burn it down. That's my job. That's just what I do. You ignite the hay with your flaming weapon and smoke and cinder fill the air. You hear cries of fire, fire. Soon, dear sir stroke madam. No, that's too formal. Soon the tower bells start ringing, an alarm, and people run to the stables to save their steeds and put out the fire. In the ensuing chaos, you walk straight into the neighboring armory unharassed. There is no one inside, so you take the closest crested helmet. While you are there, you also choose a nice shield for yourself. You are walking towards the gate when you are stopped by a Gramash knight. You, Ignasaur, what are you doing with them? I'm saving them from the fire, Star Knight, you quickly lie. Good job, but I can take my own shield, the knight says as he recovers his shield from you. Take that helmet to the cart, and then come back and help fight the fire. Ha sucker. Alright, yes, Star, you reply, and leave with what you came for. Behind you, others try to put out the fire, wondering who started. I gain an achievement gem. Pickpocketing and arson. Because every time I do something good, it bites me in the butt. So I gain an achievement gem, and then I read number 4. You return to Victory Park with the helmet. On top of the helmet stands a metal snake with a colorful mane, the symbol of the House Gramask. You light the red fire again, and the boy arrives. He examines the helmet and puts it on his head. It is much too big for his head, but still has no room for his dorsal fins. You done good, boss. I'll tell Dockery and you will be summoned. I'll see you later. The boy leaves with the helmet, and you are left wondering if this was all for nothing. So I have 2 city events I can do. I can once per city event put on a fire show, or only once I can sell information about the Amethyst Order to the Council of the Eight. So that is your city events that you can do, plus what's there. And then finally, Lunata. Exile. Bum, bum, bum. Your exile has taken you to Rundale, where there should be plenty of chances to find out about the Sable Crown and the whereabouts of your shield. The nobility and the cosmographers must know of your murder charge by now. You take off the Brindalion crest and put on a drab hood, so no one will know who you are. You spend time in underworld dens and places frequented by malcontents to hear rumors. You are just about to return to the dancing Ustrig when you hear a powerful voice bellow, Star Lunara Brindalion! On this day, in the name of the Republic of Benham, under heaven all-seeing, you are under arrest. You turn around and see Star Marion Madrix, sister to your former squire and leader of your eldest sister's personal bodyguard, accompanied by several Brindalion soldiers. After the murder of your mother, clearly your sister has assumed power and thinks exile's not good enough for you. You might even lose your head and tail if you let them capture you. You will never find the shield which you need to prove your innocence. Sorry, you tell Star Marion. I have some unfinished business. Oh, I don't know. That's for someone else to answer, I assume. You place your hand on the hilt of your saber. The soldiers behind Star Marion look at each other, worried. Many of them have served under your command, so they know you are formidable in battle. I do not wish to hurt you, Star Lunara. Oh, you would not. Choose. Fight your own family troops, run away from them, or create a distraction in the tavern in order to escape. I don't want to fight my family troops. I don't want to do that. I don't want to run away either. I'll create a distraction in the tavern and might be able to cut a little bit more purses and get some more money. So let's go to 28. You run inside the Dancing Oostrig and yell, "It's the Crystal Guard! They've come for you!" When Star Marion and her soldiers follow you in, they have to face a stampede of 24 panicked students, cosmographers, cultists, pagans, serfs, writers, and artists. Meanwhile, you exit through the back door into an alley and out into the night. It is clear you must be even more careful in your search for answers. Spend 2 stamina. So 2 stamina of hers will be spent. And then I gain city events. Once per city step, heal the poor in Rundale, or once only sabotage Star Marion's attempt at capturing you. Okay. Cool. So those are my options. Alright, so we've read that. We've done our level 1s, and we're ready to buy stuff and do city activities. Each character gains 2 city activities. Well, the first thing you're gonna do is get rid of this nonsense. So we'll do a city activity to heal injury. We discard $3. So $3 to get rid of this nonsense. So that'll get put back in there. So that's my 1. And my other... let's take a look at the items. I want that crowbar. That seems useful, and it only costs 2 money. And it actually doesn't take an action to do. I can just buy it. So it'd be number 7, right? So the crowbar would be number 7. And the pickaxe is number 3. Me feels that the crowbar may be useful, and it costs $2 to get it. So let me. I'm gonna spend $2 to buy that. I still haven't done my second action, so you'll get the crowbar. We'll pop the torch for the crowbar. So I still have 1 more city action. Let's see if we can get some. Let me perform. Let me perform an Skull ritual. So let's go to 16 as my second city action. You walk out of Rundale and find a nice tree. You climb to the top of it and look at the 2 moons, which always remind you of home. You take out the Urskull and hold it in one hand, its eyes glowing crimson. Words of magic come out of your beak in a language you do not know. You have a burning sensation in your other hand, and when you look at it, you see a blood crystal. Where did that come from? Climbing down again is hard with a burned hand, so I gain a blood crystal. So I gain a blood crystal, and I suffer 2 damage. I'm on your page all day, thank you. So that is your 2 city actions, you're done. Next up is you. So, yeah, you need to get rid of that. So let's do 1 to spend 3. I'm running out of money to get rid of this nonsense. And then your second action, we're going to need some money. So do you want to do... put on a fire show? Maybe I might get money from a fire show, or I could fish in the river. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Let me fish in the river. I need money. So when you fish in the river, it says roll one of these. And if you get any one of these counts as this counts as 1 success. This counts as 2 successes. And for each, and whatever you get is whatever you roll plus 1. So I could get, so if I roll nothing, I'll gain 1 coin, but anything else, I have the potential of gaining more money. So let's see how we do. Hey, that's awesome. So that's 2 plus 1, so I gain 3. All right, we're back up at 5, which is fantastic. So that is your 2. You're done. I don't mind that you have that. Like, I really don't. I don't mind that you have that at all. So I think we need a better weapon. Let's look at the weapons. There's a dagger, a bow, and a sword. You've got a hand axe, which really doesn't lend you much. You've got +1. We're okay for weapons presently. We can find something else. I think the crowbar and the hand axe, finding the ceremonial spear was huge. And then the great axe gives us what we need. So, plus they're stupid expensive. A dagger is 5 stars. A bow is 6, and nobody's ranged. You're going to be my caster. You might be a mix between ranged and kind of dragoon, which is probably what I'll build you to be. And then you're my paladin. So nobody's really going to be ranged. Oh, sorry. Boop. Nobody's really going to be ranged. So I don't need a bow. And then swords are 12 stars, which is stupid. Something interesting I do want to show y'all too. So we'll put back the pickaxe. I might buy a pickaxe. A pickaxe cost what? 3 stars. Jeez. Okay. We're going to put back that pickaxe. But there was something that I wanted to show you all, which was this. Nope, that's a bow. I was looking for item number 17. Which was this. Let's see if it'll make it show. There we go. So remember that symbol that you roll on the blue die that doesn't mean anything? This makes it mean something. It basically says if you have to make a might reactive test and you roll that symbol, you gain 1 shield, so 1 success on reaction. So this will let that happen. But this thing costs 15 stars, which I nowhere near have. So we're going to be... I'm foregoing kind of armor buildup and saying we're good with what we have. So methinks that I am going to once only sabotage Starmarion's attempt at capturing you, or I can heal the poor in Rundale. So let's do one to heal the poor in Rundale. Let's gain some favor, if that's what it does, right? You walk around the Northgate district, and the beggar children soon surround you. They are hungry, and many of them suffer from illness or festering wounds. You spend the day healing the poor with your own touch. They bless you in the names of the stars and the pagan goddess. Roll a counter die and consult the following table. Okay. So let's see what we get. 8. You heal a family of a virulent disease. Gain an achievement gem. Hey, 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 hey. Achievement gems are good. Cool stuff. I mean, should I go ahead and spend the 3 to get rid of that? I can also do the sabotage stuff. Sabotage Star Marion's attempts at capturing you. Nah. Let's spend the 3 to get rid of this. And now we're not enfeebled. So that was our 2. So it says after city event, visit city locations, use services, see the section end. So if your action selection marker is in the disturbed sleep location, lose 2 stamina. It is not. So we've unlocked 2 scenarios, it looks like, from the stock. So it is the Twilight Watch, which is number 4, and Cave of Happiness, which is number 5. So that means those 2 are unlocked. And they're both level 1, which it is. So we have the Twilight Watch and the Cave of Happiness that we can do. I'm actually going to... I actually looked through this earlier so I can make sure to see what's there. I can heal on the go. I should be fine. I can heal on the go. So I'm going to do the Twilight Watch scenario. This will go into there, and this is what we got. So it says the first time you visit this, so we are done. We're getting ready on, so choose a scenario in the stock, Twilight Watch, which is in the city. You may only choose a scenario card if you fulfill any requirements it may have, which is be level 1. Alright, so we don't have to... If your journey stage is split into A, it is not... Yep, so we can start this right away. Alright, so we're going to start this. It's in the city, so we don't pull a world thing since we're doing whatever's going on in the city, which is the scenario of Twilight Watch. Ooh, and there's audio. Okay. Let me see if I can get this thing to work without crashing. I prefer you hear that audio than mine because they did such hard work on it. Oh, I know why it's happening. Because you're a jerk. Here we go. Yeah, let's...
In the common room, you see a group of night-eye commoners arguing in hushed tones. They get up and march out of the inn, leaving just one frustrated man wearing a moonsilver earring. The innkeeper whispers that the man consorts with strange sorts and has been heard talking of forbidden gods. The strange man sips his cheap wine and then notices you. He flashes a pleasant smile and invites you to his table. "The stars shine on me today, for I have met you," he says. "The name's Kalen. I'm a little short of good help, and I have a job for you, if you're interested. Nothing illegal, nay. Just guarding a warehouse for one night a couple of days hence. Easy money. Just don't fall asleep."
So then it says gain this. So that's how you gain it. So let me go to the Angler's Pier so we could gain that quest and you can hear that story. It's the mountain picture.
Angler's Pier. Dominated by large winches lifting cargo from ships to raised platforms, Angler's Pier is a marketplace for fish and game, tools, bags, and other simple accessories. Opposite is the town's main harbor, but ships usually offload their cargo here before docking. Patangan porters loiter in the area, looking for jobs while birds and insects try to grab a taste of the fish on sale. In springtime, much of the river-level part of Angler's Pier is flooded, so wear good boots. Beware of beggars and cut purses. but the stories of Aok's cultists looking to kidnap victims are probably just a rumor. The pickpockets, cheats, and hoodlums of Angler's Pier all seem to report to a Patangan man with long, erect red dorsal fins, a flamboyant staff, and a belt decorated with skulls. His pet is like a slimy, moving shadow, crawling at his feet and growling at you. For some reason, the man approaches you.
You fine folks seem like you have a stout heart and a liver brave enough to handle yourselves in the wilderness. I need some mushrooms to be brought to me from an abandoned moonsilver mine, and these city vermin are of no use for that. What do you say? We'll split the profits 50-50. Oh yes, they're quite large, so best to bring something to carry them in. Liana has some cheap backpacks, I think.
All right, so we're going to be doing, that lets us gain that scenario. So we are going to be doing scenario 4, which is Twilight Watch, which is this one. This is what we're going to be playing today. So it says, head to the warehouse and read 440. So let's do this. This is actually pretty cool. Here we go.
At dusk, you leave the ravenous Givrin with Kalen and walk the street to the Round Market, and then towards the bridge connecting the Secular Bank with the Northgate District. The Northgate District is a shanty town where animals drink from open-air sewers and addicts sit on every doorstep. Questionable business is conducted by shadowy figures in the small alleyways, and you get a feeling you are being watched, or even followed. For a fleeting moment, you realize that if Kalen meant to kill you, this would be the perfect place to do so. Instead, he sings an old song as he walks, something about the Natigri goddesses of old.
All right, cool. All right, so we are here at this. So we're starting Twilight Watch 4. What does it tell me? So it tells me to do that. Play the scenario on page 14. You walk through... So you walk through the entire Northgate District before you reach an unremarkable wooden building leaning against the city wall. Here we are, Killian says. He takes you in through the main door. Inside, you are greeted by strange beast-like sounds and smells as if you walked into a stable. You see no togrels, though, but there is a cart at the back between all the crates. My people will come around midnight to move these crates, Killian says. You'll only have to stay here until then. But if there's any trouble, use whatever you can find. I don't want the warehouse compromised. After he leaves, you are left wondering what kind of cargo is transported at night. Additional setup. Reveal enemy cards 1 and 3. Okay. So enemy card 1 is Razor Arrows. So they're Shroud attackers. They're blue enemies. They have 8 health. And this is a new kind of thing for y'all to see. So they do 1 provoke, but they can do 1 provoke up to 2 spaces away because they're archers. So basically, if you're within 2 spaces and you move out, they're gonna still provoke. They're gonna attack you for 1. If you beat them, you get 1 coin. They have those abilities that are gonna be a pain in the butt for us. And then this one is Razor Thugs. They have 10 health and 1 provoke. We get 1 star if we beat them. And then those are their abilities. So we need to break this out. We'll flip these over. And they'll go on these enemy boards. I'll find a way to place them in a minute. Alright, so then it says set aside Razor Arrow Standy 4 and Razor Thug Standy 4. Okay. Place a trap token in the area containing a circle. which would be here. Okay, so we need a trap token. And we put it here. So it's going to be a trap token. Raid deck. Shuffle the 4 raid cards from the story deck face up. Okay, so story deck. Raid 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab those. Shuffle the 4 raid cards from the story deck and place them. Shuffle the 4 raid cards from the story deck face down and place 3 of them next to the scenario map to form the raid deck. Remove the remaining raid card from play without looking at it. Okay. Cool. So we'll remove this without looking at it. And then this. Push this up a little and that'll go here. Okay. Additional scenario rules. Raid deck. At the end of the discard fate card phase in the second round, reveal and resolve the top card of the raid deck in the second round. So this is my timer. So I put the timers in. I got tired of messing with them. So it says at the end of the discard fate card phase in the second round. So remind me of that, please. Reveal and resolve the top card of the raid deck. Each raid card will instruct you to spawn enemies on the scenario map and to start a timer. Once the timer reaches its target number, reveal and resolve the next card from the raid deck and reset the timer, leaving the most recently revealed fate card in the timer pile as normal. If the timer reaches its target number and the raid deck is empty, the scenario ends. So the scenario ends when the raid deck is empty. Gotcha. Raid descriptions. Each time a raid card is revealed, read the corresponding raid descriptions. For the first raid, read some story stuff. Second, same. Third, same. Grimace crates. So this is good that you can see this from this side. That's these things, these purple symbols that you see here. So it says, this large wooden crate is marked with the emblem of the House Grimace. How could their property end up here? A hero in an area containing one of those symbols may try to open a Grimace crate. And lucky. So I told you they were useful. If I have the axe or shovel, right, or a crowbar, I gain +2 for a crowbar, +1 for an axe or a shovel. Fabuloso. All right. On a success, place an X token on that symbol. This Grimace crate cannot be opened again. Roll a counter die, and based on what you roll, you will see what you get. Scenario ending conditions. The scenario ends when the timer reaches the target number on the third raid card. You successfully complete the scenario if all enemies have been defeated at the end of the scenario. You fail the scenario if all heroes are exhausted or there are undefeated enemies at the end of the scenario. In either case, read the relevant outcomes, scenario success or fail forward, and the conclusion on page 74 of this book. Cool beans. So, let's see if I can move this over just a little bit more. There we go. So we've got, this is where we start. These are crates. We've got some story stuff that's going to happen. There's a trap that's here, so we'll draw from the trap deck, which you haven't seen yet, but you will, and all that other good stuff going on. So that is where we land. And this is not glare, that's actually the map. So I'll be like, I can't see that, that's glare. No, it's not. Okay. All right, so let's put these here. We have our story there. We need to shuffle our initiative order, because that's still a thing. We'll put our character start points here. Party funds can go over here. And we'll put party funds over there. All right. Yeah, thank you, Ollie. Thank you. All right. Okay, so we start here. This is where we set up. We've got 3, 2, and 2. Now we need to determine what we're going to do first. Well, to me, it makes sense to just do extra maneuvers for everybody. Everybody gets extra maneuvers. Then let's go ahead and draw. Hey, look at that. The most awful one came up on top, and I'm okay with that. So red, blue, and then green will go first in the first round. Okie dokie. So red first, you, and you go first. So we'll just go down the line. You've got a crowbar. There's a thing here. So you're going to do 1, 2, and there are double lines here, people. So if you need me to zoom in at any time, let me know. So I'm going to do that. That's my first maneuver. For a free action, we get to do this. So I have a crowbar. I'm doing a might test. I'm going to roll 2 dice. I already have 2 successes because of the crowbar. Let's see how we do. We got that. So that's... Yeah, I'll spend the 2 to make it 3. So I got 5 successes. We're going to grab an X. Put it on here saying it's done. And then we're going to roll a die to see what we get. That's a 4. On a 4, we get scrap metal. Scrap metal is a circle bit. We get some scrap that we can probably sell for $1. So that was my first activation. My second maneuver is I'm going to heal for 2. And I'm done. Your turn. 5 is a rough go for you, isn't it? Because you don't have a crowbar or an axe. Or a shovel. You can take a shovel. I can give you a shovel. Because I have an axe. So for the free, I'm in the same area. I'm going to take this. Swap. Yeah, I think we can swap and equip for free. So I'm at 4 of 5. 3 of 5 in the bag. And now I can do stuff. So I'll spend 1 to move 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to try to open that one. And I have a shovel equipped, so I gain +1. Let's see how we do. Exploding die. So that's +1 for the shovel. 2, 3, 4, and then I'll spend 1 to make it 5. Grab an X. Put it here. Roll a die. Awesome. That was almost something epic, but it's a 2, so I gained some more scrap. Everything is coming up, Canje. Alright, so that was my first maneuver. My second maneuver, I'm going to spend another, and I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, and let's see what E has. Too cute to ignore. A malnourished Maycoon is whimpering in one of the cages. Were they going to feed? We're going to feed it to some bigger beast. For a maneuver, we can help the Maycoon and flip this card. So we'll put that there because that was my second one. So I'm done. Finally, then it goes to blue, which is your turn. So all the good stuff's taken. Let's get over here because there's stuff over here and there's a corner. It's all this other great, fun cheery, happy, joy stuff. So I'm going to spend 2 to move 3. 1, fastest path. 2. Actually, let's go up here. 3. I'll have him come back down around. So that's my first maneuver. My second maneuver, I'll just move 1. And let's see what C gives us in our movement. I'm moving 1. C. Grimassed wagon. The wagon blocks access to the corner of the warehouse, but there is no toggle to draw it. You remember hearing that House Grimace has recently lost a wagon like this, sorry, I'm shaking a lot. When the bandits of the Sable Crown ambush them, move the wagon. We test to see. That's a free test, so why not? So let's give that a whirl. It's just a regular strength test. That's just a 3-fer. I agree, David. So that's just a 3. There's no boost for it or anything, so no good. Fail. I'm going to stay there, and that will be my maneuver. So I'm done. So that's round 1. We discard this. This 4 means nothing. At the end of round 2, stuff's going to come out. I remember that. So the end of round 2 triggers the first raid. Okay, so we get to select what we're going to do. Let's go with the extra maneuvers again. Then we reveal our turn order. So red, blue, and green again. So red first, which is y'all 2. So you, let's get a move on. 1, 2, 3. Then let's go again with are you heading over here or over here? This feels important. It's like off in the cut. So let's go over here. 1, 2, 3. All right, so then your turn. You're going to spend a maneuver to flip this card. We can't let the cute little kid go. I may burn down buildings, but I'm not a monster. The furry Moncoon snuggles in your arms, purring gently. It is way too friendly to feed to something else, but returning it to the owner might be lucrative, or you could keep it for yourself. Place this card below your hero board. You may give this card to a hero in the same area as your hero on your turn. So this becomes, you're now my friend. Give him a couple scritches. Then let's go ahead and move 1, 2, and yep, I can fit in that area. Let's try that test. That will, that actually could work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Success. Flip, flip. Oh, we open up and we get a new spot. So we open up that area. Let's move you. This will go here. And I have, so I moved 1, 2, and I think that's all I can move. Yeah, I don't think I have a third movement. So that was my action and that. Your turn. I'm running low on stuff, but let's do this. Move 3. Actually, no, 2. I just need 2. I just need 2 to get there. 1, 2 to get to A. Paul's group spent an hour trying to move the wagon. That's awesome. A crate closed. This crate has a strong magical aura indicating there is something enchanted inside, or perhaps the coffer itself is a magicanism? of some sort. It may even indicate a sorcerer's trap. Break the crate. So if I got a crowbar, fun stuff, and this is a group test of, what's this? 11 plus 3, 14? 14? I do my math differently than everybody else. All right, and I've got an axe, so you can work on that, but there's enemies abound. And that'll end your turn. Oh, and knowing that the end was coming, sorry, I would have switched. Nope, not that. My ceremonial spear. There we go. I would have done that. Okay. All right. So that ends all of our turns. So let's, this is the end of round. So after the final draw step of this, we deal with the raid. So raid time reaches its limits. The sounds of the Northgate district penetrate the walls of the warehouse. Drunken singing, muffled cries, toggrels howling, glass shattering. Any of those could be a sign of thugs attacking or just the regular noises of the shantytown. Perhaps you can let your guard down and explore the warehouse in peace. Or perhaps aggressive thugs are just around the corner. Your nervous anticipation is broken when you hear a loud crash at the door. Flip. Read the next raid description, which is 18. Ah! Oh my gosh. I almost dropped this book all and messed up everything on the table. So we're going to read 18. That's 118. Nope. I said 18. Just as you are about to really start exploring the warehouse, you hear a loud crash at one of the doors. A group of veiled warriors storms in through the broken door. You realize they must be robbers of the Raisber Vesper gang. Those jerks. Okay. Reveal card 4. Enemy card 4. Okay. Enemy card 4. Gallum Ambergate. Shroud Elite Bruiser, 15 health. 1 shield to provoke 3 if we kill him, and he heals himself and does a bunch of stupid stuff. Okay. So what are we dealing with? Spawn razor arrow. Spawn 1 razor arrow for each circle on the map. What? Oh, on this map. It's like, what? Razor arrows are archers. So rando, there's only 3 of them. So 1 here. Spawn 1 razor thug for each square. Razor thugs are the cut purse dudes. For each square on the map. Oh, there's a razor arrow on a 3+ game. There's another razor arrow here. On a 4-player game, so there's none. Unless it's a 4-player game, then there's 1. Spawn Gallum of Ambergate, which he is the number 4 guy here, and use an Amber Thug standee. The timer is 12. Reveal and flip the next raid card and reset timer once it hits. So the timer is set to 12. Right now, oh no. This doesn't count yet. There's nothing on the counters yet. So we've got 1, 2, and then the big dog. And let's get that stuff set up. I'll need another one of these. Well, I don't need one for him, but I need one for here. And of course you've got that stupid shine. Do you keep the shine here? And here? Okay. Let's put you up here. Take you. Put you over here as well. How's that fit? Does that fit good? There we go. Okay. So we've got a razor arrow. There are no razor thugs in this. So we revealed them, but we don't have any to fight just yet. And then we've got Gallum of Ambergate. So Gallum has 15 health. And can we just put him here, or will he be shiny? Okay, awesome. Gallum has 15 health that we're going to be dealing with. And the razor arrows, you are here. The razor arrows are 2 of them, and they have 8 health each. Number 2 and number 3. Number 2, number 3. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. We'll put you over here for now. We've got it all set. Let's go ahead and draw our initiative. Damn it, game. So, awesome sauce. So they're going first, and then we go. Oh, it's too good to be true anyway. All right, so they're both blue enemies, so they go first. The razor arrows are going to +1 to their attack this turn. And they get to move 1 space. They're doing the closed eye, so they get to move 2 spaces. And it says +1 to this attack. So they're targeting people 2 spaces away. So they get to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. 1, 2. And target someone 2 spaces away. 1, 2. They can see over boxes. And 1, 2. They can see over boxes. The person with the highest taunt is Drenash. So you're going to target Drenash, and you are hitting him for would be 3, but now it's 4. So Drenash needs to defend against 4. Oh, pick actions. Holy smokes. Pick actions. Sorry. Ah! I forgot to do that. It will. I knew that attacks were coming, so I'm going to just do my attacks as normal. So I knew attacks were coming. Sorry. I was supposed to pick actions. Bloody stump. Okay. So I knew attacks were coming, so I was going to pick attacks anyway. I should have done that. Mistake. I roll 3 on the 4, so I take 1 damage. Drenash would take 1 damage, and you are 1, 2. You're not close enough to hit him, so that's where it goes. You, however, you are doing the... You are going to heal yourself for 5, but you're not hurt. And then you're going to move 3 and blade bite somebody. I think Drenash is about to be in some pain. 1, 2, 3. Because this area is full, you can attack them. Because if it's here, actually is with taunt, right? The person with the highest taunt. So you actually would move there. You would go first for higher taunt. In equidistant spaces. 1, 2, 1, 2. It would be towards Drenash. Cool. Taunt always wins against stratagem. Okay, so. Reds. No reds. Blues. Blue and blue. Dabadi, dabadai. So you are going to blast this jerk. Actually, should we start pinging him down? I need to spend 1. And I'm trying to decide if I want to... If I want to blast him or blast the archer. Let's go for the archer. We're going to go for the archer. I'll spend the 2 and hit the archer for 4. That's number 2. So you go down to 4 health. The archers looked like they could really make days bad. So that was that, and then I'm going to recover 3 for my second. And that is me. Blue is you. Well, I wouldn't be able to attack him. Sugar. Let's go ahead and attempt that test. I have an axe, so I'll gain +1 to the strength test. He's making weird noises and it's messing me up. So I can make that a 5. Yeah, let's do it. I'll make that a 5. So I'll put a 5 counter on this. And then instead of doing the stalwart smite, I'll gain this. I'll do a 1 move because I need to head back over to that guy. And that ends that. Well, do I need to? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. We'll do that. All right, so then it is green monsters. There aren't any. Then green player. You can attack one away with the ceremonial spear, so we're good to stabby, stabby, stabby. So let's do that. We'll spend the 2 and we get +1 success plus a pierce. So pierce goes through that lovely armor. Explosion! What's that? So I don't have any to spend for that, so that's 2 damage cutting straight through your armor. So that takes you to 13, and then I will recover those 3. I should have put, I'm going to do Gift of Fire next on your sorry behind. And that ends my turn. Then end of turn reveal. So first in the timer is a 2. And our timer number is 12. So that's 2. I'll put it on there. Then we pick our actions. Make sure I don't forget this time. We're going to do another Judicious Strike. You're going to do another Void Bolt. And you are going to... It'll put you in a space. So let's do a Stalwart Smite. Then we reveal. Blue, then green, then monsters, then red. Cool. We all go before the monsters. Awesome. So blue's first. These 2. You are going to Void Bolt that creature. So I need to spend 1. And then roly the dice. And that's what I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pow! So you're dead, and in your death, I gain 1 money. Party funds. So number 2's dead. And then I will move 1 where F is going to get revealed. Uh-oh. Come on, game. Come on. Knock it off. Knock it off. The heavy crate is reinforced with metal corners and studs and a sturdy lock. The scratch marks on the floor indicate the strong box was dragged into the warehouse quite recently. We can try to break the crate. I do have a crowbar, so I am going to attempt this test. Let's see. Can I move you over any? I'm going to attempt the test. So, because that's in the space, that's my other move. And I have a crowbar, so I get +2, and I'm doing a might check. So that's 4, 5. So let's keep things real. So that's 5 on that. Okay. 5 on same thing, 14. Okay. That's you move you and you're good. You have a movement 1, 2, and then let's get with the stalwart striking. I get +1 success on the great axe, but I know you have 1 shield, so that's what's going to negate. So let's see how much damage we can do. Explodey die. Explodey die. Explodey die. 1. And I'll spend that 1 to boost that up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blocks 1, you go down to 5. So that puts you at what, 8 health? Right? Right? Is my math right? 8 health. So that takes you down to 8. That is you. Green turn. I'm gonna stabby stab 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 stab. So stabby stabby stab stab stab. Once per scenario, I wonder if I should use my gift of fire on you. I pierce through your armor and I gain 1 success. Because you could really, really hurt. Let's go for it. We're not going to use it just yet. Let's see what we got. Explosion. And a twofer. So let's do the twofer. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I gain a pierce 1, which pierces through that armor. So you go down to 4. Right? Oh, plus the success, right? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you go down to 3. So that was that, and then I will recover because I'm not in his space. So I will recover 3 stamina. I can make it a 6 to make him 2. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. Now I'll end my turn. Enemy's turn. These guys are just doing the closed eye maneuver. So they're going to move 1, try to knife me, and heal themselves. Okay, so they're going to move 1, try to do a melee strike, and that's all you could do. You'll try to heal yourself, but you're not hurt. Then Boss Man is going to move. He's not going to move. He's going to try to knife me and poison me. Okay, so I need to see if I can block 3. Nope. So that's 3 damage. And I am poisoned. Where did I put all that? So let's see what poison means. Fun. Poison. 54. Weakened. Next time you roll 1 or more red die, roll 1 fewer die and discard. It's weakened. So next time I have to roll a die, I'll roll 1 fewer die. On the next attack that causes damage or stamina loss. So effect. Oh, that's the enemy. That's the enemy. For me, that's what that is. Okay, cool. So you hit me for 3 and you weaken me for a round. And that ends there. Oh, and then red, but no red. Okay, so pick options. You are going to do an extra maneuver. You might void bolt. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, you're going to void bolt. You are going to do a judicious shot. And you... Let's do a flash heal on you. Do we really need to? We could stalwart smite him. Just in case you... Well, you're weakened, right? Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so end of round. Another 2, so that's 4 of 11. 12, sorry. We pick. We do initiative. Red monster, red. Green monster, green. Blue monster, blue. Blue, red, green. Okay. So red monster's nobody. Red player, heal 3. And then I will... when there's equal or more, I'm hindered. So I would just get 2 instead of 3. And that's my turn. Then green monsters, no green, green. You are going to stab that guy with the pierce. And you're not weakened. So I get 1 automatic success. So 1, 2. Let's make it a 3 and kill him, shall we? 1, 2, 3. He's dead. He drops 3 money. Thank you for the $3. And he is dead. Bye. Okay. So that was the first. Second, I'm going to 1, 2, and then I'm going to attempt that test. I'm going to do the free switch out. Wait, does the shovel help me in here? Yep. I'm going to do the free switch out with the shovel. And then we're going to test. I get +1 success. And then I'll spend 2 to make that a 3-fer. So this goes to 8. And that ends me turn. Alright, then blue monsters, you are alive. Range 2, you don't have to move. You got him dead to rights, and you're gonna attack him for 3. So he's gonna roll 2. Oh, come on, game. So 3 attempts. I just healed that. Well, I gotta die somehow, right? And that is your turn, then blue. If I go here, I still got aim to you. I still got you dead to rights, and I can try this. So I'm gonna move. First, let me do the test, because that's free, and I got the crowbar. So first, let me do the test. So that's 2 plus the crowbar makes it 3. That puts me at 8. Then I'm going to move 1. I'm going to first do this test for free to pop this, so I get plus 2. Wait, that was +2 with the crowbar in that one, right? So I rolled 1, 2, should be 4, not 3, this should be 9. Then I'm going to test this with the +2 with the crowbar. That will not be enough. Okay, then I will shoot him with the void. And I'll spend... Let's do this. So that's 2 plus an explosion. Explosion. Plus that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 sounds fun. So that knocks you down to 3 health. And that was my movement and my thingamadoohickey. And I'm done. Timer. 1, so that is 5 of 12. Okay, actions. Void. Flash heal. Extra maneuver. Void bolt. I want to be able to attempt both of those tests, and I can't if I do Void Bolt. If he stays alive one more round, is it the end of the world? He might heal, though, and I hate when he heals. I hate when things heal. Then you will have to kill him, and I'll do the extra maneuver. And then we reshuffle the deck, but everybody gets an extra activation. Oh. Whew. I should have done Void Bolt. Anyway, I didn't know. Let's do this. Reds first. You and you. So let's do the test there for free to start before we do our maneuver stuff. I have the shovel, so I gain +1. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 6. So that's what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 13. My math is right. And I need what? 11 and 3, 14. So I'm 1 away from cracking that open. I'm going to then that was my free. My first maneuver, gain 3. My second maneuver, gain 3. My third maneuver, screw it. Let's just power back up. All right. Reds first, right? You. Let's do this test on this thing. With the crowbar, I gain +2. Ah! I should have maneuvered and done that first, and I didn't. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot! I should have gone back 3 so that I can push 3, which would have been the 5. I'm an idiot. Alright. My first maneuver is going to gain back 3. My second maneuver is to move here 1. Test that out. So I have the crowbar, so I gain +2. Oh, I'm an idiot. That's 1, 2, 3. +2 for the crowbar, right? For 5. So that put me at what? 13? Let's make ourselves 14, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which would put us... Oh, wait, that's 15. That's way more than I need. Oh, no, I need 4... Yeah, that's way more than I need. So 9, 10, 11, 12, plus the crowbar, 13, 14, which is what I need. I don't have to spend that. Bad math. Bad math. Bad math. Reveal and resolve a trap card immediately. Okay. Psychic Cage. Alright, so let's see what that does. Let's see what that fun thing does. Traps. 55. Psychic Cage. Roll an active will check. If you fail, gain the confused condition. The confused condition says next time you perform an action, miss that action and discard this. Okay, so it's an action loss. So roll a will check in spaces range 2, me. I need to do a defend against a willpower check. There's nothing really I could do about that, so I gain confused condition. And then we continue on. All right, fun stuff. Appreciate you. I appreciate your jerkitude. Okay, then what else happens? You open the stronghold box and find some stolen house House Penarch property, a leather vest and a shield. So gain items 17 and 18 and remove this card from play. Sweet. Loot. Loot. And that armor is what I was really happy about. So gain 17 and 18. Sweet, sweet. So our loot. So leather armor. Yeah, I'm putting that on. And wooden shield. I would discard the wooden shield, which makes no sense. But if I have to do a reactionary thing of a might or dex, I gain +3 if I discard that shield. So this will go in my bag. And I don't know how this works. Does this just go on me, or does leather armor sit in your bag on you? I don't know. So I'm just gonna I'll put it in the bag, but I don't understand how it works just yet. But I got that, and I completed that, and then removed the card from play. So that was my second maneuver. My third maneuver is I'm gonna spend 1 and move. One, 2, 3. So that was red. Then blue, which is you get 2 maneuvers. So you're going to 1, 2, stalwart strike. Because I'm I roll 1 less die, but I still gain 1 success. So that's 2, and then I will spend this to make it 3. And you're dead. This house is clean. Then I will. So that was my first maneuver. Second was the stalwart strike. I have the third one, which I will heal for 2. And I'm done. Okay. End of round. We're at 5 of 12. So that is what? 5, 6, 7, 8 of 12 for the next raid. Extra maneuver, extra maneuver, extra maneuver, and I have to reshuffle this. So what are y'all thinking so far? So far, so good. I'm playing a little bit smarter than I did last time. All right, what do we got? Blue, then green, then monsters, then red. So blue's first. You. Let's go ahead and recover 3. Then the extra maneuver is to move. I don't like that trap, but I want to know what's here. So let's go. Let's you head 1, 2. Let's you go there for your second for that maneuver, and you're done. Green, no green, blue monsters. They're all dead. Red goes next. You are going to attempt that test for free. Going first. And you got a shovel. So boom. The shovel puts us where the shovel gives us +1 where we need to go, so we got what we needed. The crate opened. The crate is lined with the sail of a riverboat, which protects its strange contents. There's a small, colorful bottle inside, and next to it, a cage holding a Nazag centipede. The venomous vermin vibrates vilely. That's a lot of V's. The venomous vermin vibrates vilely. Gain cards 71 and 68 and remove this card from the game. 71, 3, 72, 71, and 68. 66, 67, 68. Why is there two sides to this? I don't know which side to put. Oh, it tells me which side. Okay. All right, so we got the illegal Nazog. So it looks like it poisons somebody once per scenario. Give a non-elite that problem. And Void Extract. So discard this to defeat a non-elite enemy straight up. I got a pet. Cool. You're going to hang out with me, friend. And you're going into inventory. So that was a free action. Movement for my first maneuver is going to do that. And that is 1, 2, 3. We're gonna see what's going on here. Next maneuver, let's go with the trap because we're okay. 1, draw a trap card. Poison needles. Boy. So we need to evade a 4 dex test. One. Sweet. So we take 3. And we get that lovely thing of discarding again. So that's the trap. So let me read poison needles just to make sure I did it right. Suffer 4 damage reduced by a reactive agility check. If you take damage, gain the weakened condition. Alright, so that was the trap. I'm assuming this trap is removed once I walk on it. Because if it's not, that's dumb. Okay. So anyway, that was 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's check out B. Oh, some weapons can be poisoned. Gotcha. Cage Vespar. This cage holds a despondent-looking Vespar. It is illegal in Benham to enslave wild animals, but you have heard rumors of a secret beast trade in these parts. The lock is stuck, which is maybe why the cage was left here in the corner of the warehouse. Let's see if we can bust that open and get that guy out. Alright, that is a check to do it. I do have a shovel. So let's see. Oh, and we're 1 away from D. Sorry. Let's pull... D is the last card that is not an enemy card. So we've revealed all this madness to enemies. Foreboding Crate. This box smokes like it was on fire and radiates with an evil Aox energy. Approaching it feels like a bad idea. Perhaps that means its contents are very valuable. We spend a maneuver to pop it open. And that is D that's there. So we're going to try to see if we can... what's the test on you? It's a strength test. And we need 11 to pass. Oh, I would roll 1 less. Sorry. I'll re-roll that. When I take an action, this says. Weekend. Next time you roll 1 or more red dice, roll 1 fewer and get rid of it. So, it says next time I roll, which is what I'm doing. So that's just 1 point that's on there. 2 because of the shovel. Alright, so that ends my turn. We're done. Roll. So what's our score here? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So something's happening next round. But we're good so far. So let's just extra maneuver it for everybody. Again. You're gonna... no, not you. You're gonna extra maneuver. Yep. Okay. Reveal. Thank goodness this didn't come up. So red, blue, then green, no monsters. Red, blue. Okay, so these two go first. You have a dizzy thingy, right? What's your dizzy thingy say? Next time I'm gonna take an action. I think I lose an action with the dizzy thingy. Yep. I basically lose a maneuver. So I lose 1 because of this. And then I'm on my extra maneuver. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. I will just do gain 3 and I'm done. Let's do this test proper. With the shovel. Boom. Boom. So 1 for the shovel. 3. And let's make this a 4, 5. So that puts you at 7. 7 of 11. Then I will heal 2 for my first maneuver. And I will recover 3 for my second maneuver. I don't know if I want to know what's in that box. Seems like a bad idea, it says. I'm going to believe it, because every single time it said it seems like a bad idea, it seems like a bad idea. Yes, she did go. She lost an action because she was stunned, and then she recovered. So you're done. Then your turn. You're doing all right, right? So let's do 1, 2. We're going to attempt to break that down with the axe. That gives us +1 to the roll. 2 and 2. That puts us at 5. So we'll grab an axe. Put it here. And roll it. Uh-oh. What does that give us? Read story 672. I don't want to read story 672. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't want to read story 672. It sounds like it's gonna hurt. Story 672. There is nothing but some dirty old rags in the crate, but wait, is that something wrapped in the rags? You unravel them to find a valuable gleam root herb. Hey, gain a gleam root herb. Gain some herb. It's a pentagon shaped thingy. Got me some of that herb. What does it look like? Weird looking thingamadoohickey. I forgot what it looks like. It's like red with a weird smattering of something. We need a better medium for this. Let's see what it does, and I could find it easier. Rulebook. 53. Gleam root herb. Discard to restore spent stamina and heal damage in any combination up to a total of 5. Oh, I see it. Wait. Some stuff got in the wrong area. So it's over here. Nope, not you. Not you. There it is. Haha, found you. All right. So who claimed that? That was you. Gained some gleam root herb. Cool. So my first maneuver was to move, right? That was my first maneuver. My second maneuver is to recover 3. And I'm done. Everybody's gone. No monsters out. Let's let this happen. Oh man, why did it have to be a 5? Ugh. So that triggers. These will go into discard, and the next one's going to happen a lot sooner. So 5 comes down. This is going to flip. So we flip, and let's deal with... First, we're going to read 167. More veiled gangsters enter the warehouse from the dark of the night. You're not like the usual bunch of fanatics guarding this place. One of them yells at you, but now you will die for these stolen goods. So read. So we did the description. We're gonna spawn so 2 more razor arrows are coming in. One is going here. And one is going here. And then we have 2 razor thugs inbound. One here. One here. The timer is now 13. And we're already at 5. Which means the next one's a 6, and then the game's just going to screw me. Okay. We're looking okay, so let's prep ourselves for some Void Bolt fun. There's not much you can get to, right? 1, 2, 3. If they go first, maybe? Let's set the Judicious Strike just in case. And then you are going for a Stalwart Smite, because you can definitely get to that group. Let's see. And let's talk about the Razor Thugs. Razor Thugs have 10 health. That's bad. They do bad things. They do bad things. So there's 2 and 2, basically. So Razor Thug 1 and 3 have 10 health. And the time. And Razor Shrouds have 8 health, and that is 1 and 2. So the third one's going to be a boss. So we got to dispatch with these fools quickly. We've chosen what we're going to do, right? Turn order. Red's first, which is the Razor Thugs, then red players, then blue, which is the Razor Arrows, then blue, then green. All right, so Red's first, which is the Razor Thugs. They're going to move 2, and then they're going to melee. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2. And that's all you can do. You can come right in here. 1, and this area is full, but you can still take a swing at me. So you're going to attack me for 4. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. You're going to attack me for 3. You're going to attack me for 3. So I need to defend against 3. Nope. Because that is my job anytime there is anything that has to do with taking damage. That's my job. Thank you, game. Okay, so that's them. Then red players. No red. Then blue monsters. So the Razor Arrows are going next. Big fun. They are attacking for 4. And you don't have to move. 1, 2, 3. You do have to move. So you'll move here. 1, 2, 3. You can hit them. And you're attacking for 4. I've got that armor or whatever it does, so let's see what happens. 1. So 3 damage, because that seems to be the going rate. I take damage in 3s. Gotcha, game. Then blue. Okay. So I'm going to spend 1 to Void Blast your sorry behind. Let's no, let's just roll. So that's 1, 2. So number 3 will take 2 damage, going down to 8 health from 10. And then I'm going to heal 2. Job's done. Blue. I'll move into that area. Should I just burn this now? I would love to use this because it would sell for good, but I'm going to burn this now. It's a good thing I found it because I keep getting land-basted. So up to 5 stamina, up to 5 points. So this is 4, 5. Discard. Then let's chop, 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 chop. So we roll 2 and I gain a +1 success. So spend 2. That is 4 damage to you. Number 1, you go down to 6. Green monsters, no green monsters, so then green goes next. Spend 1 to move 3. 1, 2, 3. I got range. Oh, wait, switch my weapon. I got range. So I gain 1 plus pierce. Oh, thank you, plus the +1. Thank you, thank you. So he goes down to 5. Thank you. I almost shortchanged myself. Thank you, Matt. Boom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, +1, 5. So that's 5 on number 1, going down to 3 health. You enjoy that. You enjoy that specifically. Okay, here we go. That's the end of... That was movement and the strike. So this is a 6. So that's 9 of 13. We do what we do. So let's do this. Oh, God! This is me being angry. Damn it. All right. Well, let's let it happen. Red goes first, and it's going to get +1 to this attack. And it's doing the closed eye one, so it's going to attack me for 4 and hit me with something. Apparently, healing meant nothing. There you go. And it hits me for... What is that symbol? A foot thing. What is a foot thing? A foot thing. Slowed. Next time you perform a maneuver or jump, get 1 fewer movement point. I'm not going anywhere. So you hit me with a foot thing. And 4 damage. Thank you. Next, blue enemies. So you do +1 damage. I might be dead, but let's find out. So you're doing 4 damage to me. You're gonna attack him. You're gonna attack him, her, or you're gonna attack them. You're gonna attack her. Cool. Cool. Awesome sauce. Oh, wait, you were supposed to do something on your red. That was you. Your turn. You would have moved 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep, you're gonna move here and then attack them for 4. So I blocked 1, so I take 3 damage. And I gain a slowed condition. That's how it works. I take damage, big numbers or nothing at all. That's how that works. All right, so that was yours. Then their turn. They're going to fire away as well. They're hitting for 4. I'm about to freaking die. So let's do this. So they're doing the mid-eye, so they're not healing at all. So it's 4 damage inbound. Let's see how we do. Block 3, take 1. Okay. But that's all y'all get. So then it is red's turn. Nobody's red. It is blue's turn. 2 people are blue. You first. We need to void blast somebody. So, I'm going to move 1 if I move here, 1, 2, 3, I'm equidistant from everyone here. But we're at 9 of 13. A 6 would make things horrible, but let's do it. I'm going to move here so I got distance on everybody. And I'm going to fire at... Oh my god. You are in the worst shape. So I'm going to shoot... Let me shoot the number 1 archer. So that's 1, 2, 3, dead. And I gain $1. Then, so that was my movement and my void bolt. You. Okay. You gotta hit this guy. You get +1. Oh, that is perfect. So that's 5. So that kills you. That was a good roll. And then I'm going to heal, because I can, 2. So that's blue. Then green, you don't have to move, but I want to get rid of this. So we're going to move. I can only move 1 to get rid of that. And then, actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. Let's not. Instead, I'm going to heal 2. And then I'm going to attack you at range with +1 and pierce. So number 3, you got good health. So let's do the 2 to make that 3 damage. 3 damage +1, 4 damage. So that takes you to 4. And then, so I recovered health, and then I stabbed you. I'm done. Please don't be a 6. 3, so what's that put us at? 13 does it, right? So what's that? 9, 10, 11, 12. So next round, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Yeah, you got to stab. You got to void blast. And you got to stab. What are we doing? All right, so enemies are going red. No one is on red. Red would get an extra activation. So they're going again first. Okay. Them going first is killing me. Anyway, whatever. Red first. You are attacking for 4. You need to do melee, so you're going to move into the... Oh, you can't move into the space. So you're just going to attack for 4. I block 2, so I take 2. 1, 2. And that's all. Yep, that's all. Then blue goes wide eye, which is 4 inbound to me. Rolling 2. Block 2. So I take 2. Then it's my turn. So let's do... we got to do red first. Nobody picked red. Blue's next, you and you. You've got the void bolt potential, but before we do that, you're going to recover 3. Then you're going to void bolt. And who needs help? You do. So I'm going to shoot you. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, knocking you down to 4. Done. Your turn. Let's do our movement. and and that gets rid of this, because I can only move one. And then I'm gonna attack you. Stalwart Smite. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, which is what I need to get rid of you. So you're dead. Enemies are inbound next. And it could be bad news bears, so I wonder if I should pop this heal. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Not yet. That'll just end my turn. Don't you only heal one? Who? Who? Why? 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 Why would I only heal one? Sorry, I'm getting asked a bunch of questions and not paying attention. And I know Matt usually hindered. How was I hindered? I killed the guy. He was dead. I killed him, then I healed. So I wouldn't have been hindered. Yeah, I killed him, then I healed. Yeah, no. I killed him. I attacked. I knew I was going to be hindered, which is why I killed him first, then I healed. In the middle. This guy can't. He can heal because he's not hindered. He can only be in a space by himself. No one can move next to him. So that can't, and this person has nobody in front of him. Yeah, I don't remember, Matt. I don't remember. You're probably right at some point. I don't remember. Who was it? Drenosh? Tell me and I'll pull the health off. I don't remember. What was I doing, though? I was doing something. That was you. You moved. Yeah, he was alone. Okay. I forgot what I just did. No worries, no worries. I know you're looking out for me. But I forgot what I was doing. I killed the thing. I moved and I killed the thing, so I should be done. And that was blue. So then green monsters, no green monsters. So then green goes next, which is you. You're going to do your judicious strike first. So let's do that. Crud. I should have... Let me heal. I can't retcon that because I already rolled the dice. Yeah. So just 1 damage to you going down to 3. Actually, 2 damage going down to 2. Because of the strike. Alright. Okay. That's where we left off. Please be like a 1. That's all I'm saying. Please be like a 1 that I'm going to pull now. So you did that and you healed too. Please be a 1. A 3. A 3's not bad. A 5 sucked. Alright, so this goes over here, and this procs. So we're reading the description 281 on the last raid card. It is near midnight when one more group of Razor Vespars storms the building. Careful, one of them says. The Sable Crown has found powerful mercenaries. Heedless of the warning, the gangsters attack. Alright, so 12 ends this fight, and we're already at 3. And there is a 6 in there, I think. Spawn 1 Razor Arrow. Here. Here. Spawn 1 Razor Thug. Here. And here. And timer is 12. And we're at 3. Alright, what are we doing? Well, we're attacking. We are attacking. And we are void bolting. Alright. Green goes first. Then blue, and blue gets an extra maneuver. Okay, so we go before the enemies. Thank gravy. Okay, green first, which is you. Let's see if we can end this guy. I've got some stuff there, so let's go ahead and do the attack just in case we need to do it. And we gain +1. Exploding die. So we just need to spend 1 to kill you. So you die. The new ones that come out are 1 and 2. So you'll go to... You're at 10. You're at 10. And then the 2 razor arrows. One is at 8. And the other is at 8. So we just got to kill these 2 to win the scenario. Okay. Okay. So that was your first maneuver. Your second maneuver is going to be to heal. Done. Then green monsters, none. Then blue gains an extra activation. So first things first, you're going to recover. Then you're going to fire away. So you're going to shoot with Void Bolt. I'm going to shoot this one, number 1. I have a plan. I have 2 parts of a plan. So that's 4. So I hit him for 4. I can make it 5. Let's make it 5. So number 1 goes down to 3 health. So that was 1, 2, my third maneuver. I'm going to spend 1 to move 1, 2, 3. Space is full. And you're done. You get an extra maneuver. So you're going to attack Chuckles for 2. Yeah, that's the 3 I need to kill him. So he's dead. Then I will recover health. And I will recover health. Let them come to me. So that's blue. And we're all done. Blue activates first. So there's only 1 of them. You are doing the squint eye one, which means you'll move 1. You are within range 3. You're trying to do a melee strike, but you can't. So that ends your turn. But you'll heal 3. You're not hurt. This is the reason why I killed that guy first. Then red does the squint one, which they move 2. 1, 2, 1. You are trying to do a melee. You can't, so they're done. But you can. So you are doing 3, and you will hit me with a slow, but I already have 1. And I'm not moving anywhere. So I need to defend... Oop, wrong dice. I need to defend against a 3 strike. Nothing. I told you, I take damage in 3s. That's just how it is. That's how this game works for me. Alright, well, let's see if you're gonna die. Here we go. So that ends the round. Next number up, that's 6. That's 6 of 12. Halfway. And we got 3 people to kill. So let's attack. Blue goes first, then red. Then red monsters with an epic hit. Then, okay, so they're going first. So blue first with the middle eye. You're going to attack. Blue needs to be range 2. Blue can't... can you move? Yes, you can move. 1, 2. Got no time to bleed. So they'll move 2 to get it within range. Perfect. And then you will attack for 3. So I take 2 damage. And that was the only blue. Then red gets to do something really nasty. What are you doing? You get an extra movement. So red is gonna... Oh, you're just joining the fun. And then red is gonna attack for 4. And you are going to attack for 4. You don't need to move. Awesome. If I take 1 more damage, I'm wounded. Awesome sauce, game. Awesome sauce. My dice rolling pisses me off sometimes. Alright, so then it's Blue's turn. You are going to... We're not hindered, so I can recover if I want, and I will. I'll gain 3, and then I'm going to Void Bolt, spending 1. And that guy has 10 health, and I don't like him. I don't like his face. I should have done this. I think you have to call it before you roll it. I forgot about this. And I did want to use this since this is the last round. So I'm gonna retcon and say that I did do that. It wasn't because I get a higher roll. I was going to do that. I just need to know what drain does. So, call me what you will. I did want to do that. I just forgot about it because I got caught up. Because this is the last round. What does drain do? When an enemy is drained, it takes the amount of damage shown, the X value, and the ally who drained it heals the same amount. And it's a drain. It just says drain. If the amount of damage required to defeat an enemy was less than the amount of damage dealt, only heal damage equal to the lower count. Oh, +1 die drain, I guess. So +1 red die. Plus drain. I'm assuming it's drain 1. So that's what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Knocking number 1 down to 3. And drain, which would heal me 1. And that is flipped over, saying that it's done. I call like someone running 3 characters on camera. So that is that. That was 1, 2. Blue's turn. Your turn. Well, is it just 1? No, it's 2 space. So I'm not going to move. I'm actually going to burn my boon to heal 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to attack you, my good friend. 2. Just give me 1 more. That's okay, I could take it. He's dead. And I don't think this is a maneuver to do, because it says once per scenario using a boon. So I'm gonna have to figure that, because it's not one of the things. This is attacking, extra maneuvers and focus. So I have 1 more action, which we're going to join the fun in here. So that ends me. Then green. Yeah, we're going to attack you. We're going to heal first. Then we're going to attack you using the gift of fire. So now I'm going to make sure I do it. So it is roll 2 dice. And it is piercing plus 2 more dice. So roll 4 dice plus 1. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Knocking you down to 2 health. And my boon is done for this scenario. That was my action and all the good stuff. And if the next one is dangerous, if that takes us to 12, that's stupid. Should I just get this to kill you? Let's see what comes up next. Please, God, don't be a 6. It's a 3. That's a 9. So next turn it's over, so we just have to kill. Kill, kill, kill. 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 That's our job. And there we go. Alright, red first. No reds. Then blue. Yep, we're going to spend that. We're going to recover 3. Then we'll spend 1 to fire. 2. So that's 3 damage to you. Going to 5. And then we gain an extra maneuver. 4. 6. Sorry, 6. 6. Yep, 6. Yep. Then we gain an extra maneuver. I'll recover 3. Blue. Attack! Ah! Just go nuts like that. Just start screaming. Exploding. 2. So that's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. I thought... Wait. We talked about this, right? Obstruction doesn't happen... Because remember, Paul talked about that. It wouldn't have ticked off. +1 anyway. It's 6. I kill it anyway, but I want to revisit... I think you're right, Brian. I just want to revisit that rule. So you're dead. Then I gain an activation to heal 3, to recover 3. Then I'll go move 1, 2, 3. And that'll end me. Then you get your extra activation, so let's attack. Yep, that's enough. That will be enough. 2, 3. Oh, I don't need to spend it. It's 2 health. You're dead. This house is clean. So that was my first maneuver. I have 2 more. Spend 1 to move 1, 2, 3, and then let's do our free test here. And I have and let me do my free switch out to the shovel. So that is 1, 2, 3. That puts me at 10. And I need... How much do I need? 2, 4, 6. I need 1 more point! I need it... Oh, wait. I can't. That puts me back at 7. Oopsies. I can't because of that. So that would have been that. Yeah, I was going to try. But I remembered I was hurt, so I couldn't. Alright, so here we go. And that is 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. End of scenario. Okay, so we ended the scenario. Then we need to see the scenario results on page 74. So let us collect our people. Put this out to the side. And let's go to page 74. Outcome scenario success. All the enemies had to be defeated for us to succeed, which we did. As the clock of the city strikes midnight, Kalian returns with his crew. They find the corpses of the Shroud gangsters on the floor and realize you got more than you bargained for. As the others load the bodies in crates to the wagons... Oh my god, and I forgot. I skipped myself out on $4 because I killed the one that was still there, the one that came in, then the other one. So I skipped myself out on... No, it was more than 4, right? The one that was still there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I skipped myself out on $5. Skipping myself on money. Anyway. To Shroud gangsters on the floor. Realize as the others load the bodies and crates on their wagons, Kalian approaches you. Thank the stars, you're all right. Had I known the Shroud would attack, I wouldn't have left you alone, but it looks like you held your own. You confront him about being an outlaw, a traitor to the Republic, and a pagan. Aye, we've been called all those names, although we in the Sable Crown prefer to think of ourselves as friends of the Republic and her people. The true traitors are the lecherous magus nobility who oppresses the common folk, and I actually agree with him. As the outlaws leave with the stolen goods you guarded, Kalian pays you for trouble. I might have another job for you later on. If you'll work with the likes of us, I'll see you at the Guvrin. Heaven protect. You leave the warehouse and walk back through the shanty town of the Northgate district, wondering what new mess you've gotten yourself into. Each hero gains $5. So 5, 10, 15. We got a lot of money. Gain 1 reputation with the Sable Crown. So let's go here. Reputation. Sable Crown is who? Nope. Politics. Nope. Philosophy. Crime. So we gain 1 reputation with the Sable Crown. I just added that there. So I added it in the app because the app's messing up on my computer. So I added it there. We gained 1. Oop. Take that off. 1 reputation with the Sable Crown. Okay. And for people who don't want to use the app, you just come in here, flip the board open, go to Sable Crown, which is here, and put a sticker right there. So, a room at the Guvern, free rent a room service. I wonder if if I fill that out, that's what I get. So you would put 1 sticker right there. All right, what else happens? That's it. Conclusion. If any hero has the Macoon story card below their hero board, read 119. All right, so we can at least let's see if we can get this thing. You won't be able to see anything, but at least you can hear. All right. Nope. I'm just skipping through stuff. So.
Kalen returns with his crew. They find the corpses of shroud gangsters on the floor and realized you got more than you bargained for. As the others load the bodies...
All right, we don't need to hear that. We're going to go to 119 because I already read that for you.
There is a name and an address carved into the Moncoon's collar. The owner lives in the Secular Bank, a nice house by the Round Market. You knock on the door and a burly servant opens it. Once he recognizes the animal, he lets you in. You are served wine and cakes as you wait for the Moncoon's owner in a drawing room. Amongst other valuables, there is a clearly magical cube sitting on a shelf. Eventually, an elderly Natigri noblewoman enters the room. She walks with small, delicate steps. The Moncoon immediately runs to her and starts licking her tail.
On this day the stars shine upon me.
The old lady says happily.
What boon would you ask of me?
So we get to choose, do we ask for money, do we ask for the magic cube, or do we tell her helping is its own reward? Damn that. I want that magic cube. 882. I want that magic cube, so let's go here. Let's see, 8. $82. asked for the magic cube. You asked the lady for the magical cube on the shelf. My stars, that belonged to my late husband. He was a warlock of the inner circle, you see. I'm not sure if I can part with it. So we're going to test one hero. Make a willpower test of 6. If I roll that weird symbol, it's going to be +2 success. That's a 2, 4, 6, my friend. That passes. You convince her it is time to let go of the past. Gain the cube of annihilation. I gain another one. I gain another cube of annihilation. 50. My stars. I don't know why y'all listen to me. Let's see. Gain a cube of annihilation. Another one has come down. AoE for days. Oh, someone is going to die. Okay, so that is that. We gave her back her pet. I mean, I want to keep it, but I couldn't keep it. It just said I had to either ask her for money, ask her for the magic cube, or saying helping is its own reward, which I don't know what that'll do. Okay, so then if you have mysterious box in your party journal, I do not. If you tame the Vespar, see story card B, and it was not defeated. I didn't tame it. It's just illegal. It just says illegal. It says trained on this one. I don't know how to tame it. I never figured that out, so nope. Alright, all story cards have been revealed. I mean, yeah, there was no enemies that came out. So, yes. So, the group gains Plunka, the Plunka. Oh, and each, at the end of that, it says each hero gains a, bleh. Goodness, words. Each hero gains a star. Okay, so let's go back to what I was saying. Each hero gains 1 for explorers, because we did reveal all story cards. Plunderers, all grimace crates have been opened. No. Respectful, no grimace, whatever. Short work, you defeated all enemies at least 1 full round before the scenario's end. Yes? 1 full round. Yes? I think we did. Because I think we did. Cut the head of the snake. Individual, an elite enemy was defeated and your hero dealt the final blow. That was you, good friend. Then Beast Tamer. Your hero succeeded at the will check on story card B. Nope. Lucky break. Your hero fully succeeded on 1 or more checks on a No. Nope. And that ends the scenario. So we did it. So we've completed our mission, which immediately means we would go after the scenario ends. So we've completed Twilight. This journey is done. So this will go back to wherever. It'll go back to where it came from. And then we will proceed. Basically, we proceed back to the city step. And that's where we're going to pick up next time. So we did okay. We did all right. We got a lot of money. So let's see how much money. We got a lot of money. That scenario made us a little rich. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that puts this. Let's put these back. So that got us 5, 10, 15, 20. So that gave us 20 stars. Pretty decent earnings. Pretty decent earnings. We can use those chips. We could use those stars when we return to the city phase next time we play, which will be Tuesday. And then we get to refresh our abilities when we start the scenario. So I'll leave them face down for now. So we'll get you a better one-handed weapon for sure. Probably a dagger, because you're going to be my caster. I don't know what it means for the end, because it got there to the end of the scenario. Let me see. So we did all-star cards revealed. I'm just doing the app, and y'all can see with me. We did... Nope. Yes. Hero achievements. The elite enemy would be Vena. And we didn't finish the rest. So then we go back here. Yeah, and so we're back. We're back in the city. Okay, and then we'll start the city phase next time when we come back. Okay, cool. So I don't know how leveling up goes. I'm assuming the game will let us know, but we completed the Twilight thingamadoohickey. So we've got one more we've got 2 more quests. We've got the Cave of Happiness, and we've got the Vault of the Ancients. So we get to pick which one we're gonna do. I'll think about it. I'll think about it and pick which one we're gonna do, and then I'll set the thumbnail. But minus the massive amount of damage I took, we did okay. We did okay. So we'll continue on in the next playthrough and see how that goes. Let's head up to the top. Alright, so I hope you're enjoying this stream and this playthrough of this game. I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking how it plays out. I think I did these special boon abilities right. But if I didn't, someone somewhere will tell me, and I will fix it in the next stream. But I think we did okay with it. It was a good fight. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen next. The story is nicely unfolding for us. You got to see some traps. So you've seen basically a lot of the game. It's just more unfolding the story from this point forward and us playing it forward. But so far, so good. I mean, I'm digging it. I'm about it. I hope y'all are enjoying it as well. That's going to end it for today. We are going to return Tuesday with whichever scenario I'm going to be playing next. I'll make sure to put the thumbnail up tonight so you can see that. I then, at some point between now and Tuesday, will do time markers on that 7-hour one that we did yesterday, because that's a lot to just watch if you want to skip ahead. So I'll put time markers on that between now and Tuesday. This one will be up, and then I'll try to get time markers on this one after that, so you can skip through this one as well. And then I'll just try my best to keep up with it as we go forth. That's all I really have for this. Good game. I'm playing with 2 characters and seem to scale quite well. That's nice. Awesome. Who are you playing with? Let me know. Let me know who you're playing with. Also, if you're joining this later and watching it when it's not live, let me know who you're playing in the character in the description, in the comments below. Let me know who you're playing and how it's going for you so far. I would love to hear all your thoughts on what you like about the game, what you didn't like about the game, and if you're using the app, what you like about the app and what you don't like about the app. That is, and then if I make any mistakes, please let me know, comments below. But thank you, Matt, so much for keeping me in line. And making sure I play this properly. You know I love you, man, and it's always appreciated. So that is all we have for today. I will see you all Tuesday for more Agemonia, right? I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everybody.